For more on the impact of Hurricane Milton, let's bring in Bradenton, Florida Police Chief Melanie Bevan. Chief, welcome.
Good to be here.
So the latest numbers we have are nearly 900,000 Floridians are still without power, which is obviously a major inconvenience for those Florida families, but a big improvement in recent days. What is the latest in your community, Chief?
I know yesterday we had 100,000 people in the county still without power, but that was a great improvement from the day before when it was about 240,000. We seem to see some improvement. I'll tell you, half my officers who are out there on 12-hour shifts are still without power. So it's hurt us quite a bit.
What is the situation in terms of gasoline in Bradenton and the surrounding areas?
It's tough to come by. It seems like it's starting to roll in a little bit more today than yesterday, but of course tempers are short and people are desperate to get gas, not only for their vehicles, but for their generators, because obviously there is no electricity. So we are staffing half a dozen officers out at some of these gas stations. We're breaking up fights. We're keeping people from cutting in line, which is causing a lot of issues, but we're managing.
President Biden's in Florida today. Here's some of what he had to say.
This is all a team effort, folks. We made a big difference, and it saved lives.
If you had a moment to speak with the president, what would you tell him?
He got that right. I will tell you that the men and women of this agency and every agency in this region work tirelessly. And this is in the hours and minutes after the storm hit. They were out there in the dark with chainsaws and surveying neighborhoods and seeing who they needed to help and rescue. And it's a team. It's all a team.
Folks in the great state of Florida are used to hurricanes. How do you assess the recovery efforts so far?
I'll tell you, I've been in law enforcement for nearly 40 years. I've participated in cleanup and recovery with most large hurricanes throughout the state. This is the worst we've ever seen. We were still struggling from Helene. It hit us hard, it hit me hard, and then to get this double whammy. But I'll tell you, again, my staff has been working nonstop, half of them sleeping here since Tuesday, and we're not gonna leave until our mission is done. And it's getting there. I'm hoping in the days to come, Governor DeSantis has got fuel coming in, that we're gonna see some improvement.
Chief, are you dreading the fact that hurricane season is not over yet?
We were unscathed for 90 years in this region. You know, I said to somebody else, they say it's called a paradise tax. We all live in the best state of the nation. It's a beautiful place to live and work and raise your family. And I guess from time to time, Mother Nature exacts a paradise tax. And unfortunately, this is when we had to do it. Hopefully it doesn't come again for another few decades.
Police Chief Melanie Bevan, God bless you and the great people in your community. Thanks so much for your time today.
You as well.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.